What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with day 3 of our cruise of the Freedom of the Seas. We are now currently in Blue Lagoon in Nassau in the Bahamas. Now this is a separate excursion that you do have to pay for, but in my opinion it is totally worth it. So you, on your 3rd day of your cruise on Freedom of the Seas, for this cruise specifically, you end up at Nassau, Bahamas. Now you could just go out into Nassau, go into the city, into the town, explore all that with the locals, or you can book this private excursion on Blue Lagoon Island, and it's basically a private island that you have to take a separate little ferry in order to come to. It's about a 30-minute boat ride, and the boat ride is amazing. You get great views of all of the Bahamas. You get to see the crystal clear water, the Atlantis Hotel, so many millionaires and rich people's houses. Famous people like Michael Jordan, Beyonce, Jay-Z all own houses that you see as you're on the way over here. And then once you get to this island, I mean, it is just beautiful. So we're just going to take a quick tour around the island real quick and then hop in the water. Here is where you get off of your little ferry, and we're going to make a right really quickly to see all the different activities and stuff on this side of the island. Then we'll make our way back over to the left side and we'll end up over there. So coming over this way, you have little like private cabanas and stuff you can rent, and then just public chairs that you can grab as well, with a little swimming area right there, not the biggest. And then you have the little first aid kit, the wheelchairs, a volleyball court right over here. And it looks like you also have soccer goals down there. I don't know if you guys can really see, but down there you have some soccer goals, as well as a couple picnic tables. And then when you come over this way, this is where you'll go to actually, you can book animal encounters, so you can swim with dolphins, sea lions, stingrays. And you also have Segway riding right over there. And then you can see this is the dolphin encounter right over here. And we're not actually going to be swimming with any dolphins. We did that last time we were here and it was pretty cool. I can actually hear some of the dolphins in the background right now, but we are just going to walk over there. You can kind of see people as they are swimming with dolphins. And then the water is even more beautiful on this island than it was at Coco Key yesterday. Just look at that transparency in the water. Beautiful blue color. You have some people over here floating. And then that's the side of the island we're going to go to in a little bit once we're done with this side. But man, this water is just amazing. You can see all the way to the bottom. Granted, the bottom's not that deep over here, maybe about like 6 to 8 feet probably, but still. And you can see some people over here are actually doing one of the dolphin activities. Now this one, they don't actually swim with the dolphins, but they're kind of like in a little pool with the dolphins. But then there is a separate encounter that you can do further back there where you can actually swim with the dolphins, and the dolphins hug you and give you kisses and do tricks and whatnot. Come over this way, we can see these people with the dolphins. I'll try to get a close-up view. Then look at this water over here. Absolutely stunning. And I think this is as far back as we can go. Maybe you can go back there because there's a gift shop and whatnot. But we'll just take a look right here at the dolphins over here. I don't know if we're really getting a good view, but you can see the little baby with the dolphin, and the dolphin just gave her a hug. Oh look, we have a dolphin right here. Look at that. That was perfect timing. Oh, there's another one coming over here too. Oh, they disappeared. Is she coming out on this side? Maybe not. No, this side's all roped off, so she can only stay on this side. Maybe she'll pop up in a second. Oh, I missed it. Let's see if I can catch another trick on camera. There we go. Hoping to see some more dolphins. Oh, here we go. One right here, right under us. I don't know if you guys can make that one out. It's right under us. And then here is a map of the island. Not as big as Coco Key, but definitely still a decent size. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for this music over here. Might have to play some other music over it. Oh, we have this dolphin over here. It's a good shot of her. Her or him, not really sure, but just lounging, enjoying life. So this area is where you actually do the private swimming with the dolphins, and I don't know if you guys can see all the little fish swimming around here, but this is where you do the private swim with the dolphins. So you actually get to go out into this, and not really open water because it is fenced off, but this open water area, and you get to swim with the dolphins over here. Some more fish right here. And this area is definitely way deeper than the other side, and you can still see all the way to the bottom. This is probably easily like 10 to 12 feet deep. Oh. Can't go that way. We're getting great views of these dolphins here. Alright, I can sit here and look at dolphins all day, but we still got a whole nother side of the island to take a look at. Alright, now coming back over to the entrance, you do have a bar over here. Not sure if I mentioned that before.
Get a drink?
This is where you get on and off from the ferry, right underneath the Blue Lagoon sign. And coming over here to my favorite side of the island, you have a ton of different lounge chairs and private cabanas that you can rent. But then you have this beautiful lagoon type structure over here. You also have canoes that you can rent, as well as these action sports that you can do, which is basically like just an obstacle course in the water. And that is a separate fee that you have to purchase. I forget how much it is, but it was really fun. We did it last time. Not going to do it again this time. It is a real workout to do. But then you just have this beautiful area. Like, it doesn't even look like there's water here. Look how clear it is. You have this beautiful lagoon area that stretches all the way out there, all the way back to where obviously the trees and rock structures are. I say structures as if it's man-made. This is all natural, but you have this area over here. You have restaurants over there. Last time we came, the tide was actually much lower than it is today. So there was just like a giant sandbar in the middle over there. Now it's all kind of filled with water, but still doesn't look too deep. So we're gonna go ahead and see what that looks like, and obviously we're gonna take a dive in here. Now, real quick, before we go in the water, that is the entrance that we were at before. We're just gonna make a quick detour this way because I forgot to show you guys the activities that they have over on this side of the island. So you do have some gift shops and whatnot that sell like hot sauce, like specific Bahamian hot sauce, coffee, and other, you know, little trinkets that you could buy. But then they also have this little section over here where you can play some games. They also have the buffet right over there, as well as another bar right over there. But they have a couple games similar to what Coco Cay had, but not nearly as much. But you do have some giant chests. And then looks like a ping pong table over here. I'm not sure what this is. I guess you have to try and roll the ball through the designated targets. You have a ring toss game right here. And looks like another ring toss game over there. Some little hula hoops. You also have giant checkers. Is it really giant? Like, the table's giant, I guess, but this isn't really much bigger than your normal chess piece, I guess. But you have giant, did I say chess piece? Checkers piece. Giant checkers right over here. And you have this cool little bowling game, it looks like, which I don't see the actual bowling ball you would use, but maybe use a coconut or something. And then that's the buffet over there, and then, like I mentioned, the bar and the little gift shops here. And then down this way is like the little walking paths you can take to actually like explore the rest of the island. But I think it's more so just like trees and whatnot as you go through the island, but you have that down there. And I know you can, this is also part of like the Segway tour or whatever. So we actually haven't explored the entire island on our last trip or this trip. Maybe that's something we should do. We have about an hour and a half left before we have to head back to the cruise ship. So I don't know if we're gonna have time to do that today, but we'll definitely be back here at some point in time. So maybe on the next trip, the next vlog, we'll explore the rest of the island. All right, so I didn't do too much exploring, but you guys need to see this. So this is right next to where they had all of the games and whatnot. You guys need to see the view. It is right along this way. Look at that. That is amazing. And I don't even think the GoPro is going to do it much justice on just how beautiful this looks. But man. So this is a little snorkeling area. So you have just like knee height water right here, but then as you go further out back there are people snorkeling and whatnot on the rocks, or past the rocks I should say. But look at this. Wow, truly amazing. Let's dip our feet. I'm gonna leave my shoes right here, and we're about to leave the island, so I don't have too much time to really explore this. But oh my goodness, this is just breathtaking. Wow. Let's go ahead and, oh man, I almost fell right there. Let's go ahead and just shove the GoPro down here. I'm here. So let's try not to fall or cut our feet on any of these rocks. The one time that I took my water shoes off, I discovered this area. But I mean, this is too good to not go to. All right, a little further in here. Alright, looks like we're coming up on the sandbar area. I can see where the sand is just a little bit higher than the rest, right over here where these people are standing. And then you do have a little snorkeling section back there. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but as you get closer to the rocks, it is much deeper over there, so you can actually do some snorkeling, see some fish. We may do that, see if we can get some close-ups of some fish. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and go for it. Water is not too cold. It is really hot today, way hotter than it was yesterday, so this should feel good once my body adjusts to it. But again, beautiful water. You have all these little tiny fish here that the water's so clear you can actually see them all, which is really cool. And I lied, the water is a little chilly, but we're gonna go ahead and go for it in a second. All right, so I've been in the water for, or at least my lower half in the water for a couple minutes, and I've adjusted. I'm a little scared about my top half because it is a little cold. Once you're in here for a few minutes, you automatically adjust, but the water is much colder here than it was yesterday at Coco Key. But it's kind of funny because it's hotter, physically hotter outside today than it was at Coco Key yesterday. That's because the sun is beaming down. There's basically not a cloud in the sky other than right over there. But I mean, you talk about completely clear skies, a couple more clouds over there. But yeah, I mean, that sun is beating down. Yesterday it looked like it was about to rain, but I'm honestly just stalling because I'm a little scared of how this is gonna feel, but screw it, we're here. Let's just, oh, okay, here we go. Oh, geez. So that's honestly not too bad. I don't even know if you guys can see me while I did that. That wasn't too bad. The initial shock of going in, but yeah, okay, I am good now. So let's go swim around and see what we can find. Alright, so here's an up-close look at those water obstacle courses that you can do. This was obviously the most fun one, to climb all the way to the top and then jump off to the bottom. Doesn't look like anybody's actually doing the obstacle course right now, which last time we came, there was a ton of people doing it, so I kind of wish I was doing it right now, because I don't really have to wait for anybody while climbing up. But yeah, it was definitely a challenge to climb up there. It takes a lot of upper body strength, but definitely a ton of fun. Now, it doesn't look like we actually saw too many fish from what I can tell. I'm obviously not wearing any goggles. I just kind of stuck the camera underwater. I know for sure we saw one really good fish. I don't know how well that was going to show up on camera, but we're gonna go to the little snorkeling reef back there and see, maybe that's where all the fish are, because I only saw, I think that one fish got shown on camera, and then a bunch of little tiny fish when we first got into the water. Let's go ahead, go closer to the rocks over there and see if we can find any fish in the snorkeling area. All right, I definitely thought it was deeper over here, but it's not. It's like rocks and coral. Not really coral, but like rocks and stuff. So let's poke the camera in here and see what we can find. Alright, so I don't really think there was many fish over there, or at least to my eye looking out from outside the water. I couldn't see. Maybe while running this footage back, I'll see some fish that I didn't notice, but it looked like just a lot of coral and a lot of rocks, and like seaweed, not seaweed, like sea moss, I guess. But I think that's it for this island. We only have a couple hours here, and I've been filming for a little while now, so we're just going to enjoy this beautiful island. Just gonna really just lounge in this amazing crystal blue water for a couple hours, and I don't know where our next adventure is going to lead us. Probably somewhere on the boat at some point in time, or the cruise ship. But yeah, I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Until then, I'm just gonna enjoy this water. Alright, you guys, so the next clip leads us to Port of Miami. So I was going to film some more of that video. We were planning to go to the pool and do a bunch of stuff outdoors on the cruise ship once we got back. However, it started raining, so all those plans got canceled. We just ended up going to dinner in the main dining hall, had a great dinner, and then went to see a few comedy shows, and also went to this silent nightclub dance party type of thing, which was really cool. But now we are back and we're going to make our way home, so I'll go ahead and do this outro back in the tour room.